What's up, y'all? My name is Destiny Love, but I'm also known as the Confident Hoe. Yes, I said hoe, as in slut or whore or tramp or thought. I call myself the Confident Hoe. I'm not just the average hoe. Not to say that anything is wrong with average hoes or whatever that means, but I'm confident enough because I'm not ashamed. I don't have any shame within me. The reason why I even call myself the Confident Hoe is because I came out with a book called How to Be a Confident Hoe Because Slut Shaming is Over in 2016. I published that book. So I basically wrote this book because a lot of women all around the world, they don't only get sexually harassed or, indoctrined with, being ashamed of their bodies or what have you, but we're also just ashamed to simply enjoy sex. We're always shunned by simply enjoying sex and being sexual beings. So I wrote How to Be a Confident Hoe Because Slut Shaming is Over, and basically pinpointing a lot of stigmas and stereotypes about women who are sexually expressive and sexually free. I go along to say that you can also be a hoe and still be a mom. You can also be a hoe and not only like men. There's a lot of hoes who's, lesbian or in the LGBTQ plus community. So I feel like it's very important to speak about women's rights and women's sexual rights. Confident Hoe Society is basically a safe space for sex workers such as strippers and escorts. It's basically a community of women only. Yeah, a man could be like, well, we hoes too. I want to be a confident hoe too. Yeah, sure, okay. But y'all are not the same ones who are constantly harassed, constantly, harassed on the street when you're just wearing shorts or a tank top. You're not really harassed like how women are. This is a global thing. Women are always attacked for simply just being themselves or for simply being sexual. So with that being said, in my book, I touched on the topic of, you can definitely be a hoe and a mother. You don't stop dating or stop having sex just because you have a child or children. You can still, if you want to, have sex. And I am not in no way, shape, or form trying to promote, oh yeah, all women, just, be sluts, have sex with a million people. That's where you're wrong. People tend to think that women, who has, so-called many sexual partners, they're dirty or they're nasty or they're supposed to be, not loved, when that's not true. We're all adults. Sex is just as normal as drinking water. So it's like, why should you care about what her body count is? Why should you care if she's having sex with so-called so many people? What is so many people anyway? It's like, I feel like women should start embracing these words. That's why I call myself the Confident Hoe, because it's like, people, not only just men who are misogynists, but women who also carry that whole misogynist role because of fear, they also, would probably label me because of jealousy. Men would probably label me a hoe or a slut because they can't get in my panties. And it's like, okay, so what? You're gonna call me a hoe and a slut anyway, so I might as well be a confident one. So with that being said, I feel like, when it comes to women who are open and who are honest and who's into sex work or, who's just free-spirited, as I like to call them, just be a confident hoe, bitch. And you're going to hear me say that a lot. You're going to hear me use the words like bitch and stuff like this because we have to take back these words. Just like how black people took back the word nigga and, made it their own and made it become a word of like empowerment. I feel like women should do the same thing. Not only, I don't only represent for just black women, I represent for all women because all women are, going through this struggle. All women are often sexually harassed, and it's like this is something that needs to be spoken about even more. There's a movement right now called the pro-hoe movement, and which I'm technically a part of. And it started on social media, and then Amber Rose has her slut walk, which I love. I love Amber Rose. I love Cardi B. I love all, these women who are empowering women and they do what they want and they don't care about who says anything about what they look like. And that's another thing. A hoe doesn't have a look. Just like how a gay person doesn't have a look or what have you. A hoe, clearly, don't I look like a church girl? Don't I look like a good girl? Like, you know, like hoes can look like anything. Technically, a hoe is a free woman. Hey y'all, click the link below to get my book, How to Be a Confident Hoe, because slut shaming is over. Learn how to live your life shamelessly and fearlessly. Be confident, be you, bitch.